Oh my gosh, I'm late. Sorry. Sorry. Oh my gosh. It's quite the day today. I'm so sorry. I didn't realise I was quite so late. Hang on, I find this. What happens when you sit and talk to ducks? Right, let me find where I'm at. Oh my goodness. Here I am. Hello, happy Wednesday. Oh my gosh. It is definitely Wednesday. And this seat is freezing. Oh my gosh. I went down to check the mail at the mailbox. And honest to goodness, it is there's no mail for us here at Goldy's. So that was a fruitless effort, and then I slid all the way back down, retrieved the boxes. As you can see, they've suffered in the ice. They were delivered to Michelle's house naturally, and I also found Timothy hay cubes that have been out all night as well, although the box just seems damp on the outside. I'm hoping it is dry on the inside, because this is for the rabbits. And it's been quite the day. This morning I was awakened just after 5 o'clock by Sophie's school informing me that they were having a 2-hour delay. And there's nothing nicer than being informed about 5 o'clock in the morning that you're not actually going to have to get up at 6. Because you're up anyway. So we did that, and then both this farm and Meredith were exceptionally icy, because, and Sophie said to me, it's funny that they put it on a 2-hour delay. She said, because there's no snow. And I said, come with me, dear. And I opened the front door, and I put my hand on the handrail for the deck, and I said, feel that. You could just, it was so smooth. The freezing rain had just fallen on top of the ice, and it was beautifully smooth ice. I said, so it does not surprise me at all that there was a 2-hour delay. Probably the safest thing for us all. So Julie went to school after 9, and then Nick and Janine, they took a stand, which is very necessary, and they played with ice melt on Meredith. It's very difficult. Kate did a phenomenal job. We've got 5 horses in the barn. 2 of the horses definitely needed to go outside, and it was a case of making little ice melt tracks through the concrete so that they could get down safely. It's something else, because funnily enough, they don't make yaks tracks for horses. Somebody's missing a trick here, because quite frankly, that's definitely what we needed. So my horse and Kate's horse, they went out into the paddock where they proceeded to slip and slide all over the place. Peanut came in because she was having her delicious breakfast, and the farrier came for Sunshine and Chester to put front shoes on them. So they were staying inside, because as soon as you put flippy nettle on the underside of a horse hoof, you give them extra chance of slipping and sliding. So they're inside, and I'm going down with Janine just after mail chat, and we will be. She is going to do the. She is going to finish clipping the horses, and I am going to do evening chores. And Colleen was just sending me a text, and she said, "Where are you?" Maybe she's going to come over. 9. Excuse me. surprised. I didn't want to stop because I just picked up these boxes, and as you might have noticed, they're slowly but surely coming apart. I reckoned if I stopped and put them down, I wasn't going to get them back again. So, anyway, it's been a busy day. We went to, I was in Meredith and just trying to get ahead of a few things. Janine came over. We have the offer of 2 very nice barn doors. So she picked me up and we went to have a look at them, and we're going to take them, but we need to go back with the trailer. And then we got some more feed supplies in, and put in an order for shavings to be delivered, because shavings, they're such an odd shape, they're such a big bale that they're very cumbersome to start moving. So we've ordered 20 shavings to come in, and that'll keep us going for a little while. And then we just spend the rest of the day sliding all over the place, because that's what happens. And we're going back to get Meredith all sorted out, which will be lovely. She just sent me a text. I said, oh dear. I said, I'm in Kent. She said, where are you? I said, I'm in Kennel 9 and 10. I said, would you like to come over? She said, no, I'm very busy. She has Willow, apparently. We didn't pee in the house, but she's done everything else, including throw up great quantities. Right. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on in there. Willow was out with Dana today, and they went for a walk. And Jane very kindly sent me a text message to let me know that my very badly behaved, well, in fact, they're not mine, the next very badly behaved ducks had flown over the fence again, or were playing in the driveway. And this seems to be a daily occurrence round about this sort of time. And it's one of the white female ducks, and I think she comes over to get away from the males, because they are so aggressive. It appears to be duck mating season. These poor females, it's really quite distressing. And so we're having a think about what to do with that. And it's always the female duck, and I meet her, and she's very difficult to see when it's getting dark, but she's white and we've got ice on the ground. But I did come across her and I said, just go back home, that's it, done, I can't put my boxes down. And what's the other thing we were doing today? We were having just a discussion about how we'll move forward with these ducks, and I can't remember whether or not I mentioned yesterday here, or whether or not I was having a conversation with Nick, or with Janine, or with someone else. But if I clip the wings for the ducks, we don't have the capacity to get away from something that would be potentially chasing them, and that's fine. Which technically means that they should stay in the paddock. But the problem is, we know that paddock is not 100% secure, given the fact that the foxes are able to come over from the state forest side. So while we have raised the fences and tried to make sure that everything is A-okay, I think at this precise moment in time, I'm better leaving the ducks with all of the flight feathers intact, so that they can take off. And they seem to be very good at flying. It's such a difficult decision. You can see the benefits on both sides. So we stood that. But the one exciting thing is, as I was walking down to the mailbox, I was on the phone with Kate, and she was with Meredith. I said, isn't this amazing? I said, if you just look outside, it's 10 minutes before 5 o'clock and it's still daylight. You can still see where you were going. So that's a very big change from and that's the first time I've actually noticed that it's still light and you can see where you're going. So that's very exciting. That's a good sign of things to come. It's always nice having it that little bit longer to be able to do chores, even if it is icy and cold and windy or wet. So that's nice. The days are definitely getting a bit longer. So that is super. Now I am going to attempt to open this box. There's 2 of them, and I don't think it's going to be very tricky because, quite frankly, we're falling apart. Oh my gosh, look, I've lost this again. Right. Oh my. Oh. Oh, good grief. Oh, super. Super duper. This is just what we were looking for. I'm not having a good day. Out on our jobs. Thank you very much. Now, I think this was gold. He was also Sue. Hold on. I'm going to put these straight over here. Oh, honestly, wet and soggy. These are from Susan. Thank you so very much. Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh. Now these, Sue very kindly let me know, had been delivered last night. I think it was about 8 o'clock maybe? And she eventually found them. And they had been delivered to Michelle's house, which is quite difficult because when you go looking for things, you don't expect to have to go over to Michelle to find them, but that's where they were hiding. So, therein lies the problem with our delivery service. It is rather random, and yes. So here we have it. Thank you very much. Those are much appreciated because we've been going through a tremendous number of these. When I go, if there's Larky and Wanda, Larky always gets to the frying pan first. So what I do is I chuck a couple over my shoulder and he goes into the middle of the room and eats them, and then Wanda eats out the ones that I've placed in the frying pan. That's my little system. Oh goodness. Now, let's see what's going on here. What does COD again mean? Circle of Doom. Oh no. Oh dear. Now, where are we? So, I'm not sure if this Willow has quite done an overnight with Dana, but what he's doing is he's taking her out for walks and he's getting her used to him, and then he will be taking her for her overnight. So just taking it gradually. So he seems to be doing just fine. The hay truck is coming on Tuesday, and so I was saying to Kate, I really want to go. I've got an obsession with the shop vacuuming the floorboards in the barn, and I like to do it every now and again because with the best will in the world, when you sweep the top of it, the floorboards are white floorboards. They're is an 1806 barn. It was built in 1806, and these are the floorboards from 1806. So there are gaps in between them. So if you the muck that comes out horses' feet, the debris that comes out stalls, any grain that the horses are eating and they drip over the side, it all goes in between these floorboards. So I every now and again I take the shop vac down the gaps in the floorboards, and it's a pretty big barn because I just feel that gives us that nice deep clean, and then we don't get into trouble. But I used to do it every second night. I've given that up, and I probably do it every 2 weeks, sometimes 3, even 4, depending on how busy things are. So I want to go and get ahead with that. But I might wait until the hay's been, because there's so many seed heads that come out of the hay that they just go everywhere. Oh. Yeah, I think those boxes from Target are actually normally pretty good, but I think when you've had freezing rain overnight, and Michelle very kindly put a sheet of plastic on top of it, I don't think anything's got much of a hope. There is a special designated area for Goldy's deliveries, and nobody seems to be able to read, because Cloud very kindly sent us a sign to go on the side of the mail pack, telling people to stop, not go any further, because this is where deliveries were delivered. And whatever reason, they just drive past it. This is why it's so frustrating. It's like find the box. I ordered 2 pairs of Jacques tracks that came through. I think they were delivered at some point on Friday, and I cannot find them for love nor money. So I'm still wearing my broken Jacques tracks, and I'm sure they will appear from somewhere. They put things. Where they think they should go. Sometimes it goes into, Michelle has a mailbox, as in a box, where she has things delivered. It's got her name on it. Sometimes they put things for Corinne there. Sometimes they put it at the front door, the back door, under the garage. It's just, it's so random, and it's probably because there aren't designated drivers that are doing the same route. So it's where somebody thinks it's best to put them. It really is a bit tricky. So we then get to go and play Hunt the Box, and I think I said yesterday we did find one that appeared from out underneath the snow. It was one of the Amazon envelopes. So yeah, it's super fun. It's a bit tricky and very frustrating because it's kind of disrespectful not being able to open the boxes that people have sent in. It's a very difficult one to. I don't understand why it doesn't work. I really don't. But I've given up. I have given up trying to understand people driving through. Stop, deliver, job done. Thank you so very much. It's a pain in the butt, especially in this weather. And Claudette has asked me to say thank you to Susie. Apparently you gave her a $10 gift card for Christmas, and she doesn't know how to reply to me to say thank you, so she's asked me to reach out and say thank you. So the other thing is, couldn't find the turkey last night for love nor money. Janine was putting the turkey, putting the barn to bed, and honestly, we saw the torch going all over the place, and I thought, she must have a problem. We'll go down and see if we can help her. And we came out of the house, and she obviously heard us shutting the door, and she said, I've lost the turkey. I was like, oh. And not Sally, the other female turkey, but the other female turkey, what we have found, because she gave us quite the shock, is when we were looking after the barn, that turkey, she goes and roosts at the bottom of a tree at the furthest corner away from the barn, and she's got 3 eggs, and she keeps going and sitting on these eggs, and that's where she takes herself off to. But again, she's white, there's snow on the ground, and she's very difficult to see, and she hunkers down. She doesn't put her head up, and she doesn't, you know how they bop at you, and she's totally silent. So between Janine coming over the hill on Chaos Hill and Nick and I coming down the driveway, we met at the fence, and there she was underneath the tree in the corner. So that worked out quite well, and she was then herded back. So yeah, let me just double check. So yes, I don't know what to do about these deliveries because we've got it all in place. There were no letters today, and Edith, I am looking out for a letter coming through from you, and I normally, I've seen the little mail return slip, the little return slip is, has your name on it, and I haven't seen a letter coming through, so I'm still looking for that. Yeah, so it's FedEx that came through, and it was quite late last night as well. Oh my goodness! Right, okay, so we're expecting a thermometer. It's 2 stops away right now, so hopefully it will make it to Mail Call tomorrow. Oh, heaven help us. Honestly, now that's pressure. Yeah, I don't understand why they don't come to the mail, but it's beyond me. We even put it halfway down the driveway, so it kind of is the only thing sitting there. You know, you cannot help but pass it, and it's got a sign that lights up on it, you know, with headlights. No. Oh, that's so difficult, Sam. I think I read a post about you helping her over to the other side. So sorry. Okay, so I think I better go and we'll get on with. Oh dear, Carol, that's not good. Oh. Right, so I'm going to go and find Janine, and we're going to go and do our things on the barn, and then that's us done for the night. Oh, here's Janine. You got car. I thought you were going to take me a car. Look at the freaking rain to that to you. Okay, so we'll see you all tomorrow. Unless you've got anything you want to add, eh? Oh, there we go. Oh, remember to turn that off. So thank you very much, and we'll speak with you tomorrow. Got that one in as well. Oh. So I'm gonna do a little work around here, and then go in like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
right?
well, I'll just put this out and I'll come get your head.
All right, I'm gonna scoop my shop and put the blades on the machine.
Oh my God, look at this.